EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Trubisky on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. Third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Lock in.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Everyone's got 4 down. Lock in.
On third down, Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Freeman muscles him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And here now come the Falcons. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking deep for Julio. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 44 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. James has got it, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The toss out to Barkley. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They go play action here on 1st down. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and following the pick 6. And they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some real
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this...
They got his man complete. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 47 yards.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Left. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Lock it, lock it.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And now running right through it. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his first look is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
4 down, check.
Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Pat O'Donnell to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Tackle.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
They toss to Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
4 down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Four down. Check. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Single.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even. Z.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 51 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Left. 59 Mike. Check.
The toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 27 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Strong right. Hey.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
4 down. Gotta go. He's moving for you.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Returnable here from the 38. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Cohen. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
There you go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 4. You got 4.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Red, up. Right there. 54, Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Cooks on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
4 down. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Barkley, toss play left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, boys, we got four down. Stop! 180.
On second down, here's Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Reds up. Move.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions.
Gotta go.
He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now at Soldier Field. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And great special teams work here. This is knock it on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way down to the 37. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 57 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk, 31 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, that's Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. He'll return it from the 6. Fights out the defender. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Throwing now is Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Trubisky to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's third down.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Atlanta, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.